Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We provide fan-oriented and analytic discussions on a variety of animated shows, movies, and anime, currently featuring Steven Universe, Miraculous Ladybug, The New Powerpuff Girls, and Voltron Legendary Defender. I am Dylan Hysen, and today I am joined by Delaney Stovall.
Hello.
And Justin Cummings.
Claws out.
No.
Today, Justin, Delaney, and I will be doing our weekly Miraculous Ladybug Roundtable, discussing a specific topic from Miraculous Ladybug for the week. We talk about Miraculous Ladybug here every week here on the Overly Animated Podcast. You can check us out at overlyanimated.com or search for the Overly Animated Podcast on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. If you're new to our coverage, Delaney and I went through every single episode of Miraculous Ladybug Season 1 and podcast on all of them, so you can check those out. And now we're doing weekly discussions on a specific topic. This week, as prompted by recent posts by people involved in Ladybug. Who's this? It says Jeremy Zag. Anyway, is that him? Is that the same guy? Anyway, we will talk about Season 2 speculation for Miraculous Ladybug. We'll say all the information we know, the major stuff about Season 2 of Miraculous Ladybug, and specifically the new Bee that was just posted last week. It was posted when we recorded last time. That's why we didn't talk about it. So we're going to speculate everything about Season 2. I know I said we're going to do webisodes at some point, but not this. The new Bee discussion has overtaken the priority for the webisodes. So let's get right into things. I want to recap the major points that we know from Thomas Ostruck / it says Jeremy Zag on the Instagram. I don't know if I'm talking about the same person. Anyway, I think it's
I'm assuming it's Jeremy from Zagtoons. I'm betting.
I think, but also he posted this on his Twitter, I assume, too. But anyway, so the most recent news we just got is of a Bee floating. He looks cute. Season 2, and he says new Kwame means new superhero. Maybe. Emoji of like tongue out, emoji of thumbs up. Miraculous Ladybug Season 2 is coming, guys! 4 exclamation points. Hashtag. Okay, I don't need to read the rest, but yeah.
So please don't read the hashtags.
So yeah, that's big news. In addition to the news previously announced, we'll be getting a Ladybug Halloween special,
which I mentioned on a podcast.
Right. So now I have the full info. 52-minute Halloween special. We have some art from it, but I assume it's not necessarily relevant. It's just like kind of like fan art themed. Christmas episode, which I think is 40 minutes. I don't know. And we have a Ladybug in Shanghai special, which I think is like even longer than the other two. But yeah,
no, that one's 40.
And isn't Halloween also 40?
No, 52.
Halloween's 52. Why is Halloween
what's Shanghai? Is Shanghai 40?
40, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so 50. Halloween's longer. So we have some specials. In addition, I saw comments like that Season 2 would be in 2017, but that's not necessarily confirmed. There's more just like a comment on one of these posts. So the first thing I want to ask is Halloween special, Christmas special. I assume these are this year, despite the rest of Season 2 coming out in 2017.
My theory is we're going to get... I think it's going to kind of function like Doctor Who. Like, we had a season, we get the specials in between, and then we get the next season. I think we're going to get the Halloween and Christmas this year. I anticipate the Shanghai one will be around Chinese New Year. Just guessing based off the picture. And then after that, maybe a month or two later, or maybe that summer, then we'll get Season 2. After the 3 specials.
What do you think, Delaney?
I mean, I figure it's gonna be like Doctor Who. If we're not getting the season this year, then it's gonna be like Doctor Who, and we have the holiday to keep interest. And especially since the episodes are so long, it makes sense that like we're getting these outside of the season. Like they wouldn't give us episodes this long in the middle of the season. So I do think it'll be like Doctor Who, like, we have the holiday episodes and then we'll have a season.
Yeah, I concur. I think we'll get the Halloween this year, and then Christmas this year, and then Shanghai the 3rd in Chinese New Year, maybe something like that. Of note, Shanghai, Ladybug in Shanghai, a special 40-minute episode with a new hero who will join the team.
Woo!
A new hero who will
Are we
join the
wooing?
team.
I don't know.
Are we Are we gonna assume it's the Bee since we saw the Bee?
So there's two things we're gonna speculate on. One, who's the new hero that's joining the team. Two, who's the Bee Kwame. So we know
it's not Alia if it's in Shanghai, unless Alia goes with them to Shanghai.
Maybe she does. You know.
I mean,
we haven't seen any of the 40 minutes.
So we know that there's two Miraculouses that are unaccounted for. Correct. There's the Bee, and then there's the foxtail, right?
Right.
Yes.
We see those in Master Fu's record box. We also know that Peacock is missing, but we've seen something that looks like the Peacock Miraculous in Adrian's dad's wardrobe. So that's very interesting. So the question is, like, we know the Bee's coming. Who's going to be the Bee? Is it someone we know, Justin?
Everyone assumes Chloe. I could see it being Chloe. Part of me wants it to be a new person entirely, but I think they introduced so many characters that it's very unlikely they'll add another. I think it's going to be someone we've already met. But then again, look at what happened with Volpina.
Right, yeah. So, and it's possible that I never remember her name. Mrs. Volpina Lila. Really? Was it Lila? Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's possible that she will actually be the foxtail Kwame, right?
Like for real this time.
That's my theory, is that Hawkmoth's going to somehow steal the Miraculous for her, or have someone steal it.
Oh, you think she'll be evil fox?
Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. Delaney, new character or someone we know as the Bee Kwame?
Okay, so we all know Delaney wants Alia as the Bee. That's what we want, but it's not going to happen because it's 100% going to be a new character. They're going to Shanghai, like it's going to be a new character. Like it's not going to make any. It wouldn't make any. Like why do they have to go to Shanghai for Alia or a character we know to become whatever?
Okay. So consider that.
No, I want this to happen, but like my expectations are different.
So there's no direct connection mentioned between the new hero in the Shanghai special and the Bee Kwame. It is possible that the Bee Kwame is separate from the new character who will be a different Miraculous.
So I will qualify my statement then. So I want Alia to be the Bee, but we're getting a new character who's a different hero in Shanghai. Like, it's going to be a different character. It's not going to be someone we know. That's going to be, like, they're going to introduce a new character. I'm going to be mad about it. Then I'll probably end up liking the character. Like, I know how this plays out.
It is possible. I don't think that's guaranteed. I mean,
the problem is, like, I'm really excited about season 2, and I know they keep saying they're going to change directions, but we're probably going to get a new character. It's probably a good idea to introduce a new character outside of the season, so it makes me, for one, less irritated about it.
Yes.
But I think they are, like, we're going to get a new character, and that's what's going to happen.
So Thomas has said that we will be getting plot arcs in season 2. Arcs. Which is like 100% required if you're introducing a new character. Like, obviously, there's to be an arc.
Yeah, we have an arc.
That doesn't really mean anything. We don't know if it's going to be 100% serialized or if it's going to continue to be like half season 1, half like Code Lyoko season 2, as we often compare it to, is kind of like this half season 1, half like new plotty type thing, which is, I think, probably where we're going. But we'll see, you know. So I think that the Bee is going to be someone we know. Just because I have 2 vivid pictures in my head.
Chloe and Alia.
As Chloe and Alia wearing the Bee costume, and I need them to happen. Like
Alia, if Alia isn't the Bee, I'm going to be so mad.
Yeah, but Chloe as the Bee would be so
good. Like Chloe would be good, but I also would not, like, because I want Alia to be it, I would not be able to tolerate Chloe being a superhero.
Dylan, pitch me a world in which Chloe does something worthy of receiving a Miraculous.
There's no... See, I don't think it's like a merit-based system.
Chloe is a superhero. Alia also has to be a superhero.
So, first of all, let's not throw shade at Chloe Bay, who is a wonderful person.
Again, without her, half of the characters would not have become villains. It's her fault. Half of the episodes.
I would say over half.
Can still like Chloe.
I'll take the over on that.
Just because Chloe's horrible doesn't mean we don't love her. Like, it's
good people get the Miraculouses. Did you watch Origins?
Hot Moth has one, just for the record.
We don't know how he got it, though. He could have been a good person that turned baddish, like Pegasus and Yu-Gi-Oh!
He takes his.
The fact that you just made a Yu-Gi-Oh reference,
No.
just
And
so
it
that
was a good one.
No,
It
no
was a
much.
good one.
Master Fu
listen.
takes his miraculous block out for a stroll because it needs to like get dusted off, and he accidentally drops the Bee Kwame, and then Chloe comes up is like, "Ooh, this is shiny. This is fancy new jewelry," and then she puts it on, and then the Bee Kwame appears, and then Chloe, what her reaction would be to try to kill it, probably. And then the Bee Kwame's personality is probably also Mean Girl, just like Chloe, so then they're going to really bond. And
You're
then she's going to turn her superhero. She's going to freak out, and she's going to, like, go, like, accidentally akumatize someone. And then she's going to meet Marinetta's Ladybug. And then she's going to freak out at that, and then Marinette's going to be, like, super done with her. And then...
Actually, I think you're wrong. I think Chloe's going to be like, oh my god, I'm going to be like Ladybug. Like, she's not going to freak out so much. She's going to be like, oh my god, I'm a superhero like Ladybug.
Yeah, no, that's how she's going to react. And then she's going to be even more freaked out when she, like, is working with Ladybug to defeat the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to go on this great season-long romance arc of the two falling in love, and it's going to be canon. So there's my...
I'm sorry, Dylan, Alia, and Marinette. OGV. Like, I have to stop you. I was with you until you said that last part, and I just can't deal with it.
But sweet Cat Noir.
Cat,
No.
you know, Cat maybe can be the third, the third in this scenario. That was my fanfic. So now we're done. That I wrote a fanfic while we're talking. But anyway, I don't know. That's my vision for this Bee. I feel like everyone else feels like this too. Like I think Chloe has
to be Alia.
I mean, it should be Alia first, but I think it's gonna be Chloe.
I'm too used to Power Rangers where they foreshadow who gets what color based on the outfits they already wear, and because Chloe wears so much yellow.
Yeah, dude, I know. Yeah,
I feel like that's
another reason.
And I need Alia.
The only problem with this is like if Chloe's the Bee, and if like we have a new character, and if Lila is the Fox. Then one, who's Alia, and two, who's the new character? What Miraculous are they? Is there some Chinese Miraculous we don't know about?
See, here's my theory. I think it ties to the dragon. I have a feeling we're going to get a dragon hero based on the Shanghai picture, and it's going to be just a different Miraculous. I know that we've seen that the 7 Miraculous, that they exist in different countries already throughout history and all that.
We could totally expand that, though, you know? I think we could.
The last episode, you said we wouldn't. Like, last episode, you're like, oh, we're only going to have these 7.
I think that was a smart statement, and I think what I'm saying now is also a smart statement. So believe both. But I don't think the dragon in the picture means anything. I think these are just, like, these high concept art. But that being said, a dragon Kwame would be
I want a dragon Kwame.
No,
so bad.
I don't want a dragon Kwame because all of the Kwames are like they're all actual animals. So I don't know if we can have a dragon. Like.
You assume Tiki's an actual ladybug and not some...
No, but I mean, like, they're actual... But seriously, though, thematically, we have ladybug, a cat. Like, they're actual animals. I don't think we're going to have a dragon. It would be cool, but I don't think we're going to do it.
I mean, I think the fox is a kitsune. I guess it could just be a fox, but I also feel like it's a kitsune, like Japanese mythological. But, I don't know, maybe. But, yeah, so... I don't think we're gonna see dragon, but yeah, like the question is like if Chloe's the Bee and if Lila's the turns out to be the fox, which we don't know for sure. That could have just been a one-off. Then who's gonna be the new hero in Shanghai, right? Like that's a
right.
So I don't know.
Well, my thing is like we're saying we're getting a new hero joins the team. We're also assuming they have a Kwame. I mean, I said this before. We were like, okay, like. They have fictional superheroes, and they have superheroes like Marinette, and they have Kwames.
We're not getting Spider-Man in.
No, but I'm saying that there is a chance that there's some kind of different hero. It might not be a Kwame or something. Like, we don't know. I think I would assume it's going to be someone with a Kwame, but if we start doing the math, granted, we're also like really desperate for a character we know to be a superhero, and I think there is a high likelihood that that's not going to happen. Like, even though I desperately want Alia, and yes, even Chloe to be a superhero, it's not, like, there is a good chance that it doesn't happen.
A new hero joins the team.
I'm very worried, because we're assuming this is a hero that stays past this episode, and not just a one-off. Here's what worries me. This company that makes Ladybug, they have like 3 other shows upcoming. They're trying to make this big branding thing. What better way to introduce a new character for their new show than do a crossover? And that's my biggest fear. Is that Shanghai,
they could do that.
Crossover, and then and now they have their own show.
Yeah,
And
Yeah, they
think
could
could
do that.
used,
Yeah.
and because they used the hashtag for that new branding, that worries me a lot.
Zag heroes, yeah.
Yeah, they could do that.
I
I could buy that. That would make sense.
Finally, a smart Justin comment. Like, I think that's true.
That's obviously it's not the same company, but like that's how the DC TV shows work. Like they've introduced characters on Arrow, and then now they have a show.
And I mean,
So
we already made the Doctor Who comparison once. Torchwood.
Yeah, it could be like Torchwood. Yeah, that wasn't like intended to be a spinoff, though. You know,
Right? That's a little different.
Yeah.
But.
Still.
Okay, Delaney. Alia, if Alia's a hero, Fox or Bee?
I feel like Bee. Like we already had, like she can't be the Fox. Like at this point, if they've hinted that Volpina's going to come back, and like it has to be her. They're not going to change who it is.
I
like,
don't know about that. I think.
What if Alia actually gets the Kwame, but Lila continues having her akumatized form, and so you basically have
Foxes? Yeah, that'd be.
Well, yeah, you have the good one, then you have like the bad one. I mean,
That
that's
would be
that's a trope
interesting.
as old as superheroes themselves.
Delaney, what would Alia look more fab in? Bumblebee yellow or Fox orange? It's an important question.
Bumblebee yellow, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
so.
I mean, I think Chloe has got to be Bumblebee yellow is the answer for Chloe, but I could see Alia in the Fox. I think that'd be interesting.
I mean, I just want Alia to be a superhero. I honestly don't care like how, but I do think it's more likely that she would be the Bee.
Justin, what's your official prediction? Who's the Bee?
The Bee would be Chloe. Fox would have to be Alia.
But you do okay. So you think it's actually likely that the Fox is Alia?
I think if the Kwame itself does not go to Lila, it will go to Alia.
Also consider that Adrian's dad has the peacock.
I was about to say someone could be the peacock. I was actually going to say that earlier. I don't think she's like if Alia isn't the Bee, I think there is a good possibility. Like I was going to say this a minute ago. So like let's pretend like this. It might not make. It's not a crossover. Like blah blah blah. Like that we're going to have a new superhero who's some sort of Kwame in Shanghai. They join the team, and then Chloe becomes the Bee. Well, that doesn't eliminate Alia because she could be the peacock. Like I was going to say that earlier. Like that could still happen.
There's a theory going around that Master Fu's going to have to give away the turtle, and that's going to go to Nino.
Ooh, okay. Yeah,
What-
Nino. So I would say of characters we know, excluding Lila, most likely to get to become a hero is Chloe, followed by Alia, followed by Nino. That would be my power ranking.
Yeah, same.
So then imagine you have Ladybug, Cat Noir, whatever Alia would go by, whatever Nino would go by, whatever Chloe would go by, up against Hawkmoth and akumatized Lila, and then whoever has the peacock. I could see that genuinely working out.
Against maybe
if they
Adrian's mom as the peacock, maybe.
I can't see her taking either side because she's almost a MacGuffin at this point where it's
know
hard to
nothing
think of her
about
as a
her.
character. Yeah, it's hard to think
We
of her
know
as a
nothing about
character.
her.
Yeah.
She isn't a character.
Okay, how about this? Was Adrian's mom the peacock at some point?
Yes.
I think that's. I think so. I think that's a pretty fair, assumption to make.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we might have heard about it from someone by now, though. I feel like it's
That's
like,
true.
Tiki, Master Fu, that didn't come up. They think this is important information. So,
Okay, can we talk about the Guardian thing though too? You can't trust any of them.
you can't. Oh, you're a Guardian skeptic. Is that what this is?
Well, it's not about the Guardian. It's like Tiki. Oh, it's time for you to meet the Guardian. Where were you forever ago, Tiki? Wasn't this...
let's not trust Tiki to begin with.
Exactly. That's what I meant. Don't trust Tiki. That's literally what I said.
So you said don't trust the Guardian, not don't trust the Kwame.
No, I said think of the Oh my God, you guys just misunderstood the inflection in my sentence.
Okay.
I was not talking about
Season 2. Will we see evil Tiki?
No. That's
Yes.
not the
Evil
direction
Tiki.
they're
Yes.
going.
Dylan,
Yes.
she's always evil. There is no evil
that's
Tiki.
right. She is evil already. My mistake. Okay.
My God.
Okay. So, my big worry if we do Nino as the turtle, Alia as something, and then Chloe is the Bee. It's too many.
That's ridiculous.
That's too many people. Come on.
Okay, what if it was just one episode and then they went back to normal? What if they did one big special?
No, thank you.
Isn't that not how the Kwamis work though?
It could just be a
don't
dream.
know.
Or I don't know. Thank you. I don't want that.
I think I could deal with, like, if it's Adrian, like, if it's just 4, I can tolerate 4 people. Honestly, I'm not, like, Nino could be one, but, like, I honestly don't want Nino to be one. Like, he's not, like, he's not cool enough. Sorry. Like, he's not important enough to me for him to be a superhero.
I think Alya and Chloe are at points where they could just totally become superheroes right now. We've had enough development. I think I think Nino needs a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in, like, 3 episodes. Like, come on. I mean, he was in more than that, but, like, 3 episodes where he actually did something. So
right. Yeah.
So, okay, next question. I got an ask from Sleepy Buttons on Tumblr. Says, Thomas tweeted that the big question after the season 1 finale is, what is Gabriel going to do when he finds out his book is missing? That's something that we haven't talked about, right? How's Adrian's dad's going to react to his book being missing?
I have a feeling, because he seems pretty tight with the mayor from what we've seen, I have a feeling he could get the mayor involved, which just spells trouble for everybody.
I don't really know what the mayor could do. The mayor's, like, useless for one.
Wait, but we have not considered Mayor Bourgeois as the Bee. We have not considered this.
Oh my god, can you stop? Oh my god.
Where's my fan art? Come on. Anyway.
Oh my god.
I got you.
No, you.
I'll Google it.
We'll Google it. Yeah.
That fan art doesn't exist, but...
So what does Adrian's dad do? Like, I don't know. By the way,
I think it's like...
You go ahead.
Like, we've talked about, like, does he know Adrian is, Cat Noir? And we kind of went back and forth. Like, yes, he does. No, he doesn't now because, like, that whole scene and everything. But I mean, he's gonna freak out because it's like that book is like even though we haven't really seen him like look at the book. Like, I think the book's like it's like in a safe. Obviously, it's important, but like I think it's kind of like the key to his like evil plans. So he is gonna be like, what are we? Because I'm operating under the assumption that he is Hawkmoth. Sorry, like I'm just confirmed in my head, but like like the only way I could see like them going anywhere with it is leading to Adrian and why Adrian has it. But then that's like I really don't think we're gonna get an identity reveal this soon. So like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with this.
I don't know what like aside from him figuring out that Adrian is Cat Noir, I really don't know what they could do.
Justin, comments?
With the book, I do not. I mean, yeah, I really don't know where they'll take that. I don't think we'll get the Adrian reveal quite yet. Maybe. I think it's more likely we get the Adrian reveal to his dad than we get the Adrian reveal to Marionette. But I still don't think either's likely. Also, I found no fan art, so I'm sad.
You didn't find fan art of that? Come on.
Obviously.
I found fan art once of Steven and Onion fusing, if you'd like me to go that route.
What? That's not the show.
I know. Sorry.
I heard from I got a comment somewhere. I lose track of all our comments, but we're Spoppy, JK, we're not. But so I heard that like people are still skeptical about Adrian's dad being Hawkmoth. Are we 100% on this?
I like for me like if he's not Hawkmoth, like I'm gonna be so annoyed because it's like
so stupid. If
it's so stupid, and then it's like. Because, like, it literally, like, who could it be if it's not his dad?
Is this all for nothing? That's my thing.
Yeah,
like,
that's my thing.
This
like,
whole arc with this.
That's my thing. And then also, like, his father being Hawkmoth gives, like, Gabriel, like, actual characterization. It makes him an interesting character, and then he's this overprotective dad, but then he's also, like, a supervillain. Like, that's awesome. But then if he's just overprotective dad, like obviously fine, be overprotective dad, but then it's like then what's the point of this and like this arc?
There's no point of this arc that we're doing. Justin has found fan art of the principal as the Bee, but not the mayor as the Bee.
So close.
I actually think I've seen this before.
The principal as the Bee. So someone said, "Oh, I'm see this new Bee Kwame. The first thing I'm going to draw is the principal as the Bee." So shout out to you, person who did this.
I actually, before he started looking, I was like, I bet there's fan art of the principal. I knew it. How did I know?
Why do people care about the principal? Who cares?
I don't know. I don't know. It's really bad.
Okay, what did you Google to find that?
Ladybug Bee fan art.
Okay, so it popped up. So there you go. Okay, here's my next question. But Justin, yeah, no chance that Adrian's dad's not Hawkmoth, correct?
I mean, it's almost too obvious at this point that he's Hawkmoth, where I'm like, please give us something more subtle, something more nuanced, but no, it's gonna be him. It's like, it's kind of obvious from the beginning. Yeah, it's him.
That's the only thing that worries me.
It can't be subtle if it's
subtle, you know?
Like, it literally couldn't be anyone else. Like, it would be like, I do not want Amon. Like, that's not what I want. Like, I need to know.
Okay,
like,
Amon was actually a good idea, though.
Okay, we're gonna continue past
Well,
this.
it was executed well, but this is like Amon
yeah.
in Korra Book 1 if Amon was if Amon being Boomy would be the equivalent of us it being Adrian's dad, and then going in some clearly different direction that we don't know ties to would be what they went with. So, yeah, I agree. Let's open out that. Okay, next topic. In season 2 is a long time. We have the specials, then we have presumably 26 episodes. Will either Marinette find out Adrian's identity, or Adrian finds out Marinette's identity, Delaney?
No,
No?
we're in for pain. We're in for pain, Dylan.
Oh,
Like,
no.
because like I talked about this. Like, obviously, I want them to know, but even if we had arcs and stuff, like, I think we're gonna get closer. Like, the closest we've gotten to like them. I mean, closer than the shower scene. I mean, closer than them talking to the freaking door, not
Wow, yeah, but yeah,
them not recognizing each other's voices. But like, it's this show, like, we have to go at least another season without them knowing who each other is. Like, this show is operating completely. Like, that is how this show operates. They can't know. Like, that's how superhero shows work, and that's just how it has to be. It's horrible, but honestly, I think if they do the reveal too early, I honestly think it could be a bad thing for the show. Like, it could ruin it. And so... And no, they could do it well, and I could take all this back. But I think this has to keep going. I think they might get better at it. If we have arcs, it'll make it better than seeing it every week, being like, "How do you literally not know?" Like, maybe now, if it's the finale of season 2, I'm okay with that. I think that's possible, but I don't think like mid-season, like the earliest I could see it happening is the end of season 2.
Justin, what's your take?
I think we're going to get one mid-season, one at the finale.
Okay.
I think, because I think we need to see that kind of... I think if we just jump full in, they both know it's going to be kind of too awkward. But if we get that kind of half... I think that is enough to keep the show afloat for another half a season. If they have... Adrian knows who Marinette is, but Marinette does not know about Adrian being Cat Noir. I think if they do that... I love Marinette Cat Noir so much.
I don't want to see 13 episodes of one of them knowing, and then, oh my goodness, that'd be
like
brutal.
there are, for me. I don't think they can do a separate reveal. Like, for me, it's like it's going to be at the same time. Like, this cannot work. Like, they can't do separate reveal. Like, it has to be like them finding each other out. Or, like, it could be, like, the closest thing to a separate reveal would be one of them, probably Cat Noir, his ring, going out, and then that's the accidental reveal, and then Marinette allows herself to de-transform so they can, like, see each other face to face.
Yeah. So, okay. I think there's two possibilities. I think one is the season finale reveal, and I think that's the worst case scenario in terms of, like, how soon we see it. Like, I think that we're going to see it, like, at the end of the season at, like, the very least. But I honestly think there's a good chance we see it at the beginning of the season. Like, maybe it's one of these
specials.
I
don't want that.
Maybe.
Like...
Well, it's not.
What you wanted.
It's not what you wanted. It's what the prediction. Here's my.
No, but I mean, that's a horrible prediction. Like, to me, that's like bad for the show.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, it's not like if we were doing what's good for the show, we would have went serialized sooner. But, you know, like, here's my logic. So compare this to Code Lyoko. Code Lyoko had its reveal moment in the season 1 finale. Aelita comes to the real world. That's a huge plot moment. There's precedent for things going big and happening soon, and we didn't have this big moment in Ladybug season 1. So I could see it happening in the specials or happening in season 2. Like, if you want to kick off serialized in some form of continuous plot arcs and episodes, I really, really think you need to do this soon. I think that's that being said, this is the type of show where they never figure it out. So
I think I think that them, like, going serialized, the best thing is to wait a little bit, because they can have plots that aren't related to the identity or leading to the identity. Like, I feel like if they do it too soon, that's kind of like this should, like, they shouldn't jump into serialized this way. They should use the serialized to discover the identity.
Right, so they could go on some long arc to get there. I think that they've built this up beyond what they've needed to. I think all the close encounters we've had, like the shower in the finale, all of this, I think that narrative wise, you can do it right now. You can do it yesterday. Like, that's not a problem. Like, I think it's reasonable to have doubts about how they handle it once it happens, But like we've done enough build up. We could also do a long arc. That would make it more like significant, right? If we just do like.
I think we're gonna if we do ever get a reveal, it's going to be this arc. It's going to be an arc. Like I don't think they're just going to drop it in a special.
Also consider Alia learning about Marinette before we get any Adrian stuff, right?
Now
like,
that I think would be the most interesting thing to do. Like they could do that in a special, or that could begin us this season. Like honestly, I think they should do that first. Like Alia should discover first, and then like that could be a whole thing. And then
that would be great. I also think you can replace Chloe with there. It'd be less impactful, like characterization wise, but that also I think is build up. And then you make Chloe one of them become the Bee or something like that after learning this, or maybe before learning this. So it's like then the Bee, whichever one of them it is, and Marinette know their identities, but they don't know Cat, and Cat doesn't know them. That'd be another interesting thing to come into play. I really just don't have a good read yet on what they're going to do with the show. I do really think you need to do this. I think that there's a much bigger, in my opinion, I think it's good for the show to do it sooner. I think there's a bigger danger in dragging it out because then it leads to frustrated viewing. It's the same thing as kind of this will they, won't they thing that ends up just ruining like the romance. It's better to just actually put the characters together. I also think there's a lot of interesting room to explore with them knowing each other's identities but not dating. I think that's really interesting. That's a great season 2 dynamic, and then have them be dating and fighting in season 3. That'd also be great. I really would love to see that. One of the most frustrating things to me is like never seeing couples together in shows and just seeing it become couples at the end. It's like I think this would be a great opportunity to explore something like that, especially when it's such a main dynamic of your show. I'm all for revealing sooner. I guess if I had to say one or the other, I'd say we're not revealing it soon in season 2. But I do think it's a possibility looking at past this group's French structured shows. I think we could kick off with something, but it also could just be another superhero. Like that could also kick off a plot arc too. So it's not necessary. Yeah, I mean, that's my big question. Is there any chance Marinette and Adrian go on a date this season without knowing who each other is as superheroes?
I think it's possible, but I think it'll be very contrived. I don't think it'll be just a normal date. I think there will be some extra element.
So it's like a gamer type thing, you're saying?
Yes, or knowing Adrian's famous, it could be win a dinner with Adrian and Marinette enters 1,000 times.
I mean, we basically did that plot already, but we kind of did that we did photo shoot, right? So that was pretty early.
Well, I think it'd be this kind of going this Supergirl route in that they go on a date and then it's going to be even funnier since it's both of them. They have the worst date ever because they have to go save the city 6 times, and the day that would be really funny. And I think they really could do it well. And that would be a really good thing to go is them struggling to date and then not understanding But it's funny because then you would expect them if it was one superhero dating someone who wasn't a superhero and then being oh, why do they hate me? They keep bouncing on these dates. But then no, it's both of them. And so they cut it the other one slack. It just keeps going. Yeah. That would be pretty good. I would really like that. That would be different. I'd really enjoy that.
Another dynamic I'd love to see would be Marinette and Adrian just start dating in season 2, and they still don't know who each other is.
That would be fine. I'm fine with that. That's cool.
And then it's revealed as they're dating. I think this is not what they're gonna do. This seems it loses the will they won't they suspense, which I think is stupid. But
it'd be hard to it's kind of hard to see them kind of dating because Adrian's literally so in love with Ladybug. Though that could be a point of tension.
I think we've built up. I think we built up Marinette, Adrian, actually liking Marinette.
No, he does. But the thing is, he's literally in love with Ladybug, though. So
I know, but I think he could get over that. I think that he could go on a few dates with her.
But does he keep flirting with Ladybug as Cat Noir?
Right, and then he might stop doing that, and then Marinette as Ladybug is what's happening now, right? This is so interesting, right? And then Marinette's what's up with you? You're being awfully nice for once, and he's well, there's someone else, right? And you have that whole dynamic that's so interesting.
Or worse, he doesn't stop, and then they both find out, and then or
we could do that route, which would be much worse. But for
I like the first route. Let's do that.
Isn't that so interesting? You can do all these things from
no, it'd be great.
I think,
and we can maintain I think honestly, I think for season 2, the best thing is maintaining them not knowing each other's identities, and then you can do really fun arc stuff with that.
Yeah, but I also think, I agree. If you what I don't want is more of season 1, no interesting arc stuff with that. I mean,
that's what I meant.
Season 1 wasn't. To be fair, season 1 was an interesting dynamic with the arc stuff, but now you need to move beyond it to do a different type of thing. I also think it's just really dangerous to drag it out. I think they know that. Like, I think
I think we can do season 2. Like, season 2, like, if we're gonna do this different, like, plot structure, we kind of need to maintain that a little bit for season 2. But I don't think, like...
Okay, I'm now on the mid-season finale reveal, because I think you do an interesting thing for the first half, and then you do something like that.
I don't know. I think I'm just, like, more cynical about the superhero thing. They're gonna drag this out as long as they possibly can. Like, it's such a key thing for this show, and that's such a key aspect.
Like, that's the base level interpretation, yeah, and I think that's very possible, and I think that's probably likely. The other thing you have to consider
obviously
is,
I want more for it, but I just, being realistic, I think like the earliest we're gonna have is the end of season 2.
Another thing to consider is once we get past, once we move on to new things in the show, new heroes, bigger plots, we can't, like, the main focus of the show for now was the Marinette and Adrian dynamic, but we're going to lose sight of it a little bit because we're going to focus on a long-term plot. We're going to focus on other heroes. So
yeah, if we're introducing new characters, it's going to be a little odd.
So like, I think you need to conclude it. Like, not that it needs to go away, but I think we're going to lose steam, and it's not going to be as interesting in season 4 as it is now, for sure. Like, that's
right.
one thing.
Well, I think what they can do is that, like you said, we can have Marinette and Adrian dating. They still don't know each other's, like, superheroes, but they can be dating, and that kind of resolves a little bit of it while they're...
Yeah, I actually really like that now that I talked about it, because I'm great and I come up with great theories. But I'm all about...
Oh, of course.
I'm all about that, and Alya and Marinette, Alya being the Bee, and Marinette and Alya, like, knowing who each other is, but not knowing Adrian. Like, I think that's my ideal season 2 now.
Well, I'd love Alya, like, finding out, and she's like, okay, Marinette, Operation, who is Cat Noir? Like, that would be great. Like, that would just be so ridiculous.
And then them as the heroes go, like, spy on him and stuff like that.
Yes! Can they please do that? Okay.
Imagine the Lady Blog at that point, because it basically turned into a Spider-Man situation.
Yeah, it would.
Where they're, like, out filming themselves and then basically selling it as their civilian identities.
Yeah. Justin, what's your take on what's your ideal for, not like what's likely to happen, what's your ideal in terms of the reveal for season 2?
My ideal, this is an idea I just started kicking around. What if one of the Kwamis finds out? As opposed to Marinette or Adrian finding out. What if Tiki or Plag find out?
Yeah, I really hope that doesn't happen, but that's...
I really don't want Plag to find out. I hate Plag.
Oh my god, what if Plag found out and Plag was...
I'm the only one who likes him, aren't I?
That'd be really funny, actually. Plag having information, like, him having to do something, I think would
then, like, Adrian wouldn't believe him. Because
Adrian
like, you're
would not
such
believe,
crap, Plag. Like, no.
So basically, he'd spend the entire season telling him, Marinette is Ladybug, and Adrian would be like, that's not possible.
No, you didn't say it right. Marinette. Yeah, that's how you say it, yeah.
I'll tell you who Ladybug is if you give me some more cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
I just figured out, like, I just pictured the scene, like, they're in class, and then, like, one of them pops out, and they, like, Plag and Tiki, like, meet, like,
they like, see each other.
Yeah.
And
they just, like, their eyes, like, bulge out of their skulls, and, like, oh, God.
Okay, like, that's like the worst. I could like imagine that. Like,
that is the worst possible scenario.
Imagine them trying to silently communicate, and Tiki, like, trying to give sign language, and Plag just not getting it in the slightest.
Yeah. I don't want Tiki to know anything.
No,
like,
I don't.
No,
I don't.
No.
I literally don't want Plag to know anything ever. So
I already know that Tiki's the final boss, so that would be bad if she.
Yeah, exactly.
Tiki, how is Tiki the final boss?
Oh,
she's evil.
Just wait and see. Just
she's evil. You don't know.
So Ladybug gets depowered and has to fight Tiki.
Yeah.
Dark Ladybug. Duh. Okay. We already had that with Adrian though, but yeah. So okay, wrapping up. I don't. Any immediate Halloween is theoretically our next one. Are we gonna have like a Halloween plot with like a pumpkin enemy and like?
Okay, I kind of
good Halloween episodes. I think they could do it.
Well, like Halloween. Okay, Halloween's like my favorite holiday and everything, but like I don't know if I want Miraculous Ladybug Halloween. Like I'm kind of concerned.
Are they gonna like fight a giant pumpkin like in miniseries Garden Wall, right? Like something like that.
Yeah,
like
that's
the
literally
pumpkin
what's gonna
people.
happen.
Fright Night from Danny Phantom?
Or is it going to be like Avatar, which is the best Halloween episode, where it's just like creepy themed?
I'm fine
Avatar
with
had a Halloween episode?
The Puppet Master, obviously.
Yeah,
wait, that was a Halloween episode?
No, not really, but it's kind of.
Yeah, it's basically Halloween.
Which it's the best example because it's like not like literally, but it's like playing into the themes and stuff like that. I just want something.
It would be kind of interesting though doing this Halloween like they're literally superheroes and it's like maybe they'll do something with like there's gonna be a lot of people dressed up as them.
Oh no!
And
Yeah, they just go trick or treating as themselves. Yeah,
Flog rolls out of the bag. People thinks he's just a regular black cat decoration. All the gags.
Please no,
I don't want that. That's my problem.
I mean,
like,
it's
you're
kind of
gonna
funny.
get it.
It's
You're
kind
gonna
of
get
funny,
that.
but that's obviously what they're gonna do, right? Like
that's my problem. That's why I'm like, I don't want a Halloween episode. All Halloween episodes are the same. Like
and
there
then
is
they
no
like
difference.
run into each other trick or treating, and they're like, "Hey, nice costume," and then they walk away.
Yeah, and then Dylan, you're gonna have a stroke when we record that podcast.
Yeah,
like that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I won't survive. That's not.
I will enjoy being on that podcast, and I will
die.
make nothing but cheesy jokes.
Well, we won't even get to the podcast. Dylan won't survive past that.
Past
he'll
viewing.
stroke out.
Not happening. Christmas episode. Any chance the Halloween or Christmas have like plot things happening?
I mean, my thing is like I'm a lot of my like interest is banking on this Shanghai episode because I feel like that's going to be something really interesting. I feel like Christmas is more likely to have more plot to it than Halloween because like we've seen like shows before do interesting Christmas things, cough Doctor Who cough, but I really don't know if I have a lot of like faith or like I'm not super confident that we're not going to just get really super stereotypical like holiday episodes.
Will we get a Christmas kiss? Under the mistletoe, under the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I mean that sounds so much like the show, right? But yeah, that would be bad because no more. I want them to try to write a season with no Eiffel Tower in it. Like
they're not going to do it.
That's not possible, but
it's impossible.
What would be?
I'm gonna give like you can literally see the Eiffel Tower everywhere you are in Paris. So like to be fair, it's literally this giant thing in the middle of Paris. So like I understand why it's in every scene. But
what will be better, this year's Doctor Who Christmas special or this year's Ladybug Christmas special?
I don't know how they're gonna top last year's.
Is the Christmas episode this year doing what they're supposed to? What the next big thing is? I don't want to give Doctor Who spoilers. Are they bringing in a person that's been rumored?
Unclear.
I have no idea. What are you talking
about? Okay, are we getting a new companion?
Unclear. It's either the first episode of the next season or the Christmas special. Unclear.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay. Because I'm thinking back to what is it? The Snowman one where we got Clara.
Yeah, but what if we got a new companion in Doctor Who and a new superhero in Ladybug in both in the Christmas?
Same
show.
Would
be screaming on the podcast for just an hour.
Well, they're not going to top last year's Doctor Who Christmas special.
Okay, we don't need to talk about that.
Just for the record.
Yeah,
that's why I mean
I
think
with, what's her face, but yeah. So
her song is amazing, but my thing is like the reason I say that is like this could theoretically. No, it's not going to be better. Why am I saying that? Doctor Who's going to be better, but
yeah, I think Shanghai seems like the plotty one, but we should.
I'm excited for Shanghai.
We should consider what Justin said, that it's just a vehicle for starting a new thing.
Yeah, I do think that's
been showing off like 3 different series they're starting.
Yeah, if you look at the Instagram that this account is from, they have a bunch of stuff from other series. Yeah,
looked good, but the rest I'm sure they'll be great.
And it's a very superhero thing to do. Like that's literally how all of the CW shows have happened. So I wouldn't be shocked if they did that. Like it's a very superhero thing to do.
Yeah. Okay. Random things you can think of. Season 2 predictions.
We gotta talk Hawkmoth. Will we see any actual development of Hawkmoth?
No.
Or will he stay Mwahaha Hawkmoth?
I think we're getting an identity reveal for the audience and for Adrian. That's my prediction.
Yes, I think that's the most likely reveal we're gonna get. Also, I feel like we're not gonna get so much more Hawk. Obviously, I think they're the same person, but I think we're gonna have a little bit more Gabriel than Hawkmoth maybe this season to lead into the reveal and actually have something going on in the show for once. Because we need to have stuff with Adrian and his dad. That is we need to do stuff with the dynamic that has to happen. So I feel like that's.
I mean, yeah, we got great stuff from Simon Says, right? But we do need more stuff. Yeah. I think I don't know. I think that we're gonna find out. Adrian's gonna find out, and I also think Adrian's mom's coming into play this season.
I think that's fair.
Whether she's Peacock or not, I think she's coming back from the grave / missing.
I would really like them to do more with Marinette's family. I would really like her parents finding out.
We haven't considered Marinette's dad as the Bee. I mean, come on. Hello.
Is this podcast just how many big guys can we have?
Yeah, exactly. Find all the grown men in the show are giant though.
They're ridiculous. It's
except Jagged Stone.
I don't know if he's a grown man, but yeah.
That's very man-child.
Yeah. Other season 2 things that come to mind.
I'm hoping less like stuck in the classroom. Like I would really prefer that like we have a little bit like less just or if we're gonna be in school, like we actually haven't like can we please go 3 episodes without someone being akumatized? Like I would really that's gonna be my marker for this next season. Is like if we can go 3 episodes in a row without someone being akumatized, I will be pleased.
Wait, okay, let's go through this. Lightning round. Yes, no. Marinette and Adrian kiss this season, Delaney.
No.
Justin.
Heck yes. It will probably be goofy and cheesy, but yes. I don't expect something serious.
I'll go yes. Ladybug and Adrian kiss, Delaney.
I'm going to put that as slightly more likely. So I'm going to say like maybe. Can I say maybe?
Sure, Justin.
Ladybug and Adrian.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Cat and Marinette. Delaney.
No.
Justin.
Pretty please.
Hard no for me. Cat and Ladybug. Delaney.
No.
We've already got one. Why not another one?
Justin. No.
We've got one. Yes. Why not have a second one? Yeah,
that didn't count. It wasn't him.
Oh, but that's gonna be every kiss we get on this show.
No, I mean like legitimate, like not akumatized, not influenced.
Oh, then maybe-ish. I don't know.
I'll go no, unless they know who each other are. Then like
yes, I feel like, that.
Yes,
okay, I can maybe get behind that, even though I still don't think they're gonna kiss. But.
What is this fan? Oh wait, this is
terrifying.
That is Marinette's father as Ladybug.
Justin has found the weird. Good job, fandom. You're the weirdest. Thank you.
Like Lord.
Marinette's dad as Ladybug. Will we see a clear romantic moment between Alia and Marinette, Delaney?
I mean, it's not gonna happen, but I would die if it would.
Justin.
Nope, but if we do, I want to be on that podcast more than anything on this world.
Yeah, it would be great. I mean, I'm going to say no, but I think it's more likely than we're saying. Like,
I think. Well, my thing is like not even specifically Marinette or Alia. I think there's a really fair chance that we might get the gay. Like, I think we could. It's a possibility.
That's what I'm saying. Like some form, right? Like I think it's possible.
It's gonna be Rose and what's her name?
Julica. Yeah.
Julica.
I mean,
that's already gay. That's already
canon, obviously. We should remember that this is not our country, and we don't have the same like climate, and France somewhat conservative, but
right.
So we'll see. But also, I think Chloe and Marinette is a non-zero chance of something. I think they'd be superheroes. Like it would be not like them, but I think that's a non-zero chance. Anything?
I mean, I could see something like an actual like developing friendship happening. Like if they want to go somewhere with Chloe, I feel like that's the way to go. Like they're friends, but Chloe's like still horrible, but they're friends, and I'm okay with that.
Adrian, Nino, romantic moment, yes or no?
No.
No, because Nino is currently dating Alia, and I think that's also going to be the issue with. I think it's more likely to see Alia and Marinette because we see more of them as friends to begin with. We see less of Nino and Adrian as it is.
I would not call them dating.
They're not dating.
Nino and Alia. I would not call them dating, but that is my next question. Kiss between Nino and Alia, yes or no?
I think that's more likely than Adrian and Marinette this season. I don't want...
everyone's least favorite ship because it gets in the way of their gay ships. That's what that ship is. So,
yep.
I mean, I think. I guess yes, because the show's stupid. But like, let's not do that. Let's do one of the previous.
Let's have some
gays, please. Yeah. What else have we not talked about? So, okay. How about
Master Fu come into more? Like, will we see him?
Yes, more Master
step
Fu,
into a bigger role.
Sure, yeah. I don't think he's going to be like a main character, but he'll appear in. Okay, over under number of episodes in season 2 with Master Fu in them, 3.5 over under.
Can I say exactly 3.5?
That you can't have half episode. Either it has him or it doesn't.
Okay, then I guess under because I think it's gonna be exactly 3.
Okay, Justin. I'll go. I don't know where Justin is. I'll go over. I think it'll be like 4.
Really?
I'll go 4.
Well, I feel like it'd be annoying if they had him too much, but I also could see them doing that. Like he becomes like Master Splinter or something. I don't know.
So I don't know. Okay, over. Leela
5.
is
I muted myself. Hi.
Leela is the okay, so you went over. Okay, I see. I didn't understand what you're posting. Thing. Leela is the fox. Lila is the fox actually by the end of the season, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
No akumatized. The actual Fox Miraculous.
Yes.
Yes, but still evil.
I think no, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. I would love to see. I mean, she was great. Like,
I think she's gonna come back like eventually, so I would say season 2 would be like the best time to do that. But I could also see them putting it off.
I feel like she might be intended just to be one off. I'm not sure. I originally really didn't think that, but now I'm starting to come around to it.
Here's my thing. Hawkmoth typically says something like, "You haven't seen the last of me. This isn't my last act." Something like that. Like, I'm not done. This time he specifically said, "You haven't seen the last of Volpina." Not him, not his plan, her specifically, and he's never done that.
I mean, he could just akumatize her again, right? Like, that's fine. That's
Right.
not what I'm asking. But just the actual Miraculous, it seems. I just don't. And that's the hard. Honestly, out of all the scenarios we discussed, including like Alia and Marinette dating, like Lila getting the actual Miraculous, I feel like is super hard to maneuver plot wise to that point.
Yeah,
like, how
I
does that
agree.
even happen?
Yeah, I think that's like because I mean there's so many scenarios we can imagine, but they're all like they're less likely. Like every single one, like yeah, maybe Hawkmoth, like she becomes like he becomes her mentor, but then it's like then how does he get it? Like none of this like.
Well, think about it. He got it at some point, so basically he teaches her how to get close to Master Fu, and then at some point, so he akumatizes someone. I'm being serious here. I think this could actually happen. He akumatizes someone. Ladybug and Cat Noir are somehow unable to stop them. Lila is with Master Fu when it happens. He has to make a last-minute decision. He gives her the Miraculous because at this point, this will probably be mid-season finale or season finale. He decides that he trusts her. He gives her the Miraculous. Big reveal. And then we have her join up with Hawkmoth now actually having the Miraculous.
Well, I think that'd be really hard to maneuver around the fact that like Adrian and Marinette don't trust her.
But Master Fu wouldn't necessarily know that they don't trust her.
Well, my thing though is like if we're assuming Master Fu's more in the picture, then like they would be all interacting with each other. I think it's highly unlikely that this would happen. Like I don't.
But I mean, what's their defense? She's been akumatized. So was Chloe and Alia and Nino and literally everyone.
Well, it's not just the akumatized. Like she lied before. Like she's proven that she can't be trusted beforehand. Like that's what. And we know, and like this isn't just her being akumatized. She hates Ladybug. Like that's been established.
It seems like a lot of logical jumps, but I mean anything's possible,
They would have to dance around a lot for that to happen.
I'm thinking it's going to be like some kind of dire situation. Like basically, I'm thinking they pull a William from Code Lyoko, where they make a last-minute decision to trust somebody and they instantly regret it.
Yeah, and going by the Code Lyoko formula, I mean, Chloe obviously going to join them because Sissy, right? So who's the William?
Sissy never became a Lyoko warrior. I think Lila would be William, basically. Because someone that
Sissy was involved, though, right? Like
no, not really.
I feel like she was. I don't even need to rewind.
Because of their return to the past idea, basically, anytime she got growth, it got undone.
Whatever. Yeah. So just that concept, though, they're definitely going for, right? And that's the same character. Okay, here's the question: will they be in the next grade for next season?
I think so. I was actually hoping for that because I think like we need to they need to be older, and then I think that's where we could maybe get something with like Chloe. Like if we're gonna do it, like maybe we have like I don't know how the school year works in France, like some sort of summer vacation or something. I don't know, like some sort of break.
Yeah.
And then because but if we're going chronologically, though, let's say we have a Halloween special and then the Christmas special, then technically they would be starting. That would maybe be the next semester.
Oh yeah, true. That because you give the specials, time kind of has to pass, right? So,
right.
Yeah.
But we have to. But we don't know how if they're actually going.
Yeah, we don't know if it's actually going to be like on
So,
Halloween or it could just be a Halloween special. So it's in universe.
The Christmas one looks pretty much on Christmas, though.
Yeah, but again, these are not like actual art from the episode. I think it's just concept art, so it's not clear. One last thing I want to bring up is the possibility of a major time skip at some point in the series. I think if I were writing this show at this point, what I would do is I would go all out in season 2, do everything I want to do everything involving Marinette and Adrian finding out, dating, everything with Hawkmoth, get new people in the mix, and then 2 to 3 I'd time skip like 4 years, and then I'd do them. like pre or in college. Like I feel like that'd be super interesting.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't want that to happen. I'm actually really satisfied with watching a show where they're like kind of in middle school being superheroes. I think that's the really appealing part of the show, and I think doing a time jump, one, it's going to squick me out because like the people in the fandom.
Well, that already happens, so
I know, and it still squicks me out, but like I can't obviously
doing a time skip allows you to actually get them together and then do something with that. That's the big thing.
But I don't know. I also I enjoy the fun they're we can have a super serious superhero show where there's some dark themes and then be middle school. That can happen. We can do that. So I don't think it's necessary. It would it'd be cool.
I mean, it's not necessary, but that's the way you do everything in season 2. I think that's the way.
Point of information, I think they confirmed in the Pharaoh they're in grade 10.
Yeah, but what does that even mean?
I'm assuming that translates to 10th grade.
No, they're in
no, it's different.
Is it different?
I have to Google that.
I don't know if that's true that they said that.
Okay, they did because they said
they're definitely in middle
Ladybug's
school.
off her book. It was her grade 10 history book.
I mean, whatever that means, but
kind of go off because I agree with Delaney because originally the show was supposed to be for a teen or young adult audience, and it just didn't test well, and it was only really greenlit when they did do the alteration to make it kind of more widen the appeal so that it was also more child friendly. And so I don't think they're going to skip to college because when they did that kind of thing, it didn't test well to begin with. Even now, I still don't think they would do that. Plus, if you want an example of middle school superhero done well, go read the Nova series from Marvel, the new one. That's what we need. That is perfect balance of serious and lighthearted middle school. As long it can be done, and I think they're on the right track to do it.
We will see.
Okay, I'm looking at something, but this doesn't look right either. But it says it's comparison between America and France, and it's 10, and it's 7. They're not 7. Okay, I'm gonna try and find something else.
7th grade, maybe.
7th grade.
But no, it literally was going by 10 was the same as 2nd grade. So I'm trying to look through.
Okay, we'll figure this out. No, we won't. It's never happening. But anyway, leave comments. YouTube. overlyanimated.com, find the post, and you can leave comments there. Tumblr I asked a lot of questions, over, under, give your take on any of this. If there's something that Thomas or anyone has tweeted or posted on Instagram or something that we did not discuss, let me know, and I assume it's more minor things, because I think I hit all the major stuff. Let me know, and I'll comment on it at the very least. We can discuss it in the future. Yeah, just thanks for listening, guys. Dylan Hysen, Delaney Stovall, Justin Cummings, overlyanimated.com. Support us at patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you very much to Mitch, Cordell, Beatrice, Nate, Andy, Jamie, Rachel, John, Ryan, Catherine, and Taylor, a.k.a. Fever Mitch, Conan Undersea, Beatrice, Nate, Cynthia, Philly, Buzz Lightyear, Mailman, Rachel Rose, Janet, Robert, Brian, Cook Cat, and Needle. Next week, we'll be back with a certain topic. Potentially Delaney-less roundtable, so we would want to do
that will be interesting.
We would want to do a topic that Delaney wouldn't as much care about. If we were going to do the 4 rounds, we would do the cat plus Marinette podcast.
Right? You guys can do that.
Delaney's I'm out on that. Right?
Yeah, I have no desire to talk about that.
Potentially we can start our month of shipping, but we also need to do the webisodes, so we'll see. Yeah, webisodes.
Noir, annoying or wonderful?
Annoying.
What's that topic for? Because
that could be next week. You and I. You say annoying, and I say wonderful.
Yeah, that's the whole podcast. Yeah, that would be a good.
Oh, see, he wants that so we can't gang up on him.
Yeah, that's true. You're trying to even. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
About that. No, that's not how it works, Justin.
Let us know your comments on any of this. Thank you guys very much for listening, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.